matter happened, what rank were you?
I was the Chief Inspector of Police.
What duties were you deployed to do?
My leadership then, I was deployed as the OCS at Kayole Police Station, and I was to perform the duties to which the OCS is entitled to perform. I was taken to the I was posted in Kayole Police Station to try and curb the issues of insecurity, since the police administration had felt that the person who was there prior had not done much to deal with security situations. Just prior to that day, about 2 weeks before then, I had lost 2 officers attached to Obama Police Station. Those were my 2 officers. Obama Police Post. One was called PC Muhwana, and the other one was PC Chesire.
Repeat the names again, please.
PC Muhwana, now deceased, and PC Chesire, again deceased, had lost their lives in the hands of criminals at a place called Mwengenye. In that incident, we lost 2 firearms, an AK-47 and a Jericho pistol.
2 firearms again. Which and which?
AK-47 and a Jericho pistol. Before then, we had chains of robberies, and in Kayole area, we had lost a total of 13 officers, a total of
Take your time. If you want to take a seat, do so.
You can have a seat and relax.
Thank you.
Do you take a short break?
Yeah, we can take a short break of 10 minutes.
Let's take a short break.
Let's do it. You said you joined the Kenya police in which year?
I joined in the year 2008.
And you told this court that you are specifically sent to Kayole to sort a specific question.
That's right, Your Ladyship. The question of security that was escalating day by day, and it was in the opinion of the police command that the person who was there prior to me had not done much to curb the issues of crime in the area.
What special qualities did your superiors see you have that led them to deploy you there?
I don't have much special, different special quality that would perhaps put me different or distinct from the others. But from wherever I'd worked before, The records are that the issues of crime had reduced. But I always like engaging my my personnel, the officers that are deployed for me to work with. And when it comes to matters of crime prevention, I always choose the best to deploy, the people who can be called at any time of the day or night to respond, officers whose discipline are beyond reproach, officers whose records of service are clean, officers who would work as a team and not compromising, again, the issues of security within the service. So perhaps these are the qualities my bosses had seen in me to deploy me in that area that is volatile by then.
So will I be right to say that your track record in crime prevention stood by itself, and that's why you were sent to Kayole?
That is true.
Thank you. You are telling this court the area you were deployed to and how many officers had fallen. Proceed from there.
Thank you, Your Ladyship. First, I'm sorry, I was carried by emotions.
Don't worry, go ahead.
Remembering that some people I was working with, you send them to a certain duty, then you are being called that the officers you had sent is no more. But the issues of the officers aside, the people who are lamenting the most were members of the public, the civilians. During that period of time, in a day, if you received less than 3 cases of robbery with violence, then that was a very good day. People were being robbed in broad daylight, at gunpoint. Members of the public were always lamenting. The security situation was very daring. Thank you.
And it's your evidence that for the 3 months that you stayed there, over 13 officers were killed while on the duty, in the line of duty.
That is very true. There are over 13 officers, including others that were not attached to police station, but were within were residing. There's one who was from the diplomatic police station, was gunned down at the gate while he was waiting for his gate to be opened in a place called Soweto. There is one who was in the presidential escort. Again, was gunned near Hawaii. Those are the ones that I can remember offhand. There were actually, again, 2 traffic officers along the Eastern Bypass who are doing the normal routine check. They were shot at and their firearms taken from them during just that short period of time. So a total of 13.
Is it your position that generally from the picture you depict, it is a death sentence for one to be posted as a police officer to Kayole police station.
By then,
yeah, we are talking of that day. That happened.
actually, that was you would feel so. And let me just give a scenario. Before I was posted to Kayole, I was at Buruburu as the officer, that is the SOB, in charge of operations in Kayole and Buruburu. And there was an officer.
Please explain the SOB.
Sorry.
My leadership, SOB stands for the staffing officer, the B branch. B branch is the operation branch of the police. So generally, some in other areas it's called SO Ops, that is staffing officer operations, or SOB. So I was SOB in Buruburu, and there is somebody who was posted to Kayole police station as the OCS, and from the Nairobi area control room, that person declined to take up the position. It's a person I know. He declined to take up the position. That is when they came, they appointed me after the person who was appointed initially there had declined to take up that position. So, to a bigger extent, as a police officer, to be posted in Kayole police station, perhaps it could be considered as a punishment, or, as the defense counsel rightly puts it, it could have been a death sentence.
Kindly let the media move so that you leave the cameras there. Leave the cameras there. Look at those officers. Were they aware of those deaths of their colleagues when they were deployed? Was that information available to them?
That is true. Actually, all of them were in Kayole police station before me. I found all of them there. And therefore, issues that took place...
You can take your position.
Issues that took place before and during my time, they are quite much aware, including the incidences that you have just mentioned.
And you can authoritatively say that they must have lost colleagues and participated in the burials of their colleagues.
Very true. They have participated in the burial of all of their colleagues that I have mentioned.
Thank you. Let us now go to the specific day. You have laid down the basis of the area that was involved. On this particular day, you told the Honorable Court that you received instructions from headquarters?
Nairobi area control room.
What specific information did you get from Nairobi area control?
Your Ladyship, the information was that there were 3 people who were armed and were robbing members of the public at Kayole Junction.
This was information communicated to you?
Of course, to me. When the information comes, first of all, sensitive information that are operational in nature like that goes directly to the OCS. It is therefore the work of the OCS to take actions that would lead to immediate response to such distress calls.
What did you do after receiving this sensitive information?
When I received that information, I raised the 3 teams that I had mentioned, that is Kayole 8, Kayole 4, and Obama crew, to respond with speed to that area so that they could arrest the suspects.
Did you tell these 3 teams that the people they are going to engage are heavily armed?
I told them that they were armed, though the heaviness aspect was not there because it was not communicated that they were heavily armed. It was related that they were armed.
They were armed.
Yes, my lordship.
And you gave this information to the 3 teams that the people you are going to engage are armed.
That's true, my lordship.
At the point of you getting information, your bosses had known these people were armed. That is why the information came that the people are armed.
That is true because the information comes from came from the Nairobi area control room. When that communication is relayed, every police officer with a police radio, communication radio, and who has tuned to that channel will get the information, including my bosses, will get communication that is being relayed. And therefore, I believed any officer who was listening to the radio, a police communication radio at that time, got that information.
Confirm that you picked, you call them your men, you call them your boys, the people competent to deal with that situation.
That is very true. And as I said earlier, for me, when it comes to deployment of officers, I look for the most suitable, I look for the best, I look for nothing but the quality.
And you deployed those officers to that area, the ones at the dock.
That is true.
Thank you. What infrastructure did you give them to deal with that situation?
When I deploy them to such a situation, the only thing I give them are the firearms and the ammunitions. I don't give them, and apart from police communication, I don't give them any other thing to deal with such situation. Only firearms and ammunitions.
And it's your evidence that they were armed with police firearms and ammunition to go and do the job you assigned them.
That's true.
Did they tell you they have dealt with the situation you sent them to deal with?
Yes, my ladyship. They told me when they arrived at the scene, they challenged the suspect, and the suspect began firing at them.
So let us go fast. According to the immediate report from the scene, is that the suspect was challenged.
That is true.
Kindly tell the court what that means in police language.
My ladyship, when you approach a suspect, the first thing is you inform them to surrender. Actually, you would always inform them that they are under arrest for the offense. And you give them a clear caution that they are not obliged to say anything unless they wish to do so. But whatever they say shall be taken in evidence, shall be taken down in writing and may be given in evidence. That's the caution we always give. And depending on the situation, you may go closer to the suspect, or you may give that verbal order when the suspect is at distance, depending on the situation on the ground. If at all the suspect is armed, you always challenge them that they put down their firearms and surrender, or you may use firearms against them. That is it.
Let me take you back. What time did you receive this information from your bosses?
At about 2:30 p.m. At about 2:30 p.m., 14:30 hours.
This is during the day?
During the day, yes.
What time did you deploy these officers to the scene?
Immediately, I received the information.
Immediately. What time did they call back, giving you the report?
Almost immediately, about 5 minutes later.
So you can conclusively say that this scenario happened during broad daylight?
Very true, Your Honor.
And therefore, if they challenged the suspect, they were able to see this suspect properly with the light, natural light. True?
That is true.
Thank you. They have told you they have challenged the suspect. What transpired after that?
And when they challenged the suspects fired at them, and they responded. So that is a situation called a shootout. Later, one suspect was fatally injured. That was succumbed to the gunshot wounds, and the two others left aboard a motorcycle while still shooting at them.
The suspect one was fatally shot dead. True?
True.
And the other one, the other two disappeared on top of what type of motorcycle?
That was a Boxer.
That was it registered?
Had no registration number.
It had no registration numbers. You have been told this information. What did you do?
Immediately, I went to the scene. And
what was the distance from Kayole, your office? You were this time in your office?
Yes.
What was the distance from your office at the police station to the scene where the shooting was?
It is about roughly 3 kilometers.
Roughly 3 kilometers.
Yes.
Did you reach at the scene?
I reached at the scene, Your Lordship.
What did you see at the scene?
At the scene, we found a body of the deceased.
Yes.
And beside, we found a homemade gun and a kitchen knife. Those ones are apparently visible. Immediately you reach the scene, you could see that clearly.
There's an expert of the police who captures the scene of crime. What is the name of that person?
That is the scene, crime scene investigator.
The crime scene investigator. Did he capture that scene?
He did.
May you be given the photos. You have said you found a homemade gun and a knife. identify the photos that are clearly showing the gun that you have told the learned judge.
The photos here are marked 1 up to 10. The first one is a photo of the body of the deceased, and on the middle back, right middle ground is the homemade gun.
Let us deal with one item after another. In photo 1, are you able to identify a gun, anything similar to a gun?
Yes, my ladyship.
Where is it exactly in photo 1?
It is almost near the head of the body. That is almost near the head of the body. That is middle back, right middle ground.
Very well. Photo 2. You see the photo of a gun again.
True.
Photo 3.
In photo 3, it is not there.
Photo 3, remove it. There is no photo of a gun. Photo 4.
Photo 4, it is not there as well.
Yes. Isolate those photos that have the gun.
In photo 5, again, it's not there.
Yes.
It is there in photograph 6.
Yes.
It is there in photograph 7.
Yes.
Photograph 8 gives a closer view of a closer capture of the gun.
Yes.
Photo 9, it is not there, and photograph 10 is not there.
Okay. Describe the positioning of the gun in relation to the hands in all those photos.
Now, it is almost near the hands, where the hands are, but not on the hands.
It is near the hands
Yes, my ladyship.
in all the photos.
Yes, my ladyship.
Confirm that the gun is not near the legs.
Very true. It's not near the legs.
It is near the hands.
Yes, my ladyship.
Confirm that from there it is in the middle of the right and left hand.
Confirmed the same. Very true.
Thank you. Look at the hands. Are they open or closed? All the photos.
It is not fully clenched. They are not fully clenched. Partly. They are partly.
They are partly clenched and
Yes,
partly open.
True.
The court can have a look at that critical question you have raised. Thank you, my lady. So, how many years have you handled guns?
From now or from then?
From all this time up to today. How many years have you handled guns since you joined the police?
For the last 17 years.
17 years.
Yes.
Did you see this gun?
Yes, my ladyship.
What did you do as the OCS to that gun when you arrived at the scene of crime?
First, I after cordoning the scene and after I've called the scene of the crimes investigators to the scene, I took charge of the gun. And later, I handed it to the DCI, Kayole, who were dealing with the matter. And of course, they were to forward it to the ballistic experts.
It is you who took recovery of the gun.
True, my ladyship.
Did those accused people give you the gun, or it is you who picked the gun and handed it over to the DCI?
My ladyship, I'm the one who took the gun and handed it over to the DCI.
Thank you. At this time, describe the scene as you arrived there. Are there members of the public?
Members of this public, yes, members of the public had started coming, but I instructed again the officers to cordon the area so that they could not interfere with the scene.
How far were the members of the public from where the gun was or where the body was?
They were kept roughly about 100 meters away.
Roughly 100 meters.
Yes, my ladyship.
If you came with this gun yourself, hidden here, and you drop it there, the members of the public could have seen you?
Very true, they could have seen me.
So it is your evidence that this gun was with this person, it was not planted there.
Objection, my lady. He indicated that he was not at the scene. So
Yes.
he cannot be able to tell whether the gun was planted there or accused, but the deceased was with that guy.
Yes.
So I object to that.
So the objection is upheld.
I'm only asking about him. I've not asked whether those ones planted.
He should come to
Yes.
the person whose name we have written.
Very well.
Yeah, so he's the one who should be saying.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you come with this gun yourself and plant it there?
No, my lady, I found it at the scene.
Had you come with this gun to plant it here, could members of the public have seen you planting the gun?
That is true, my lady. They could have seen me clearly.
And to the best of your knowledge, has anybody raised that issue that the OCS came and planted a gun there?
No issue had been raised.
Let us go to this gun with those people. When did they get information to go to the scene of crime?
That is at about, on that day, 24th March 2020, at about 14:30 hours, when I relayed the information to them, I instructed them to proceed to the scene.
And they were at the scene after how long?
About 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes. Yes. Confirm that this information came within a very short time and action ensued.
True, my lady.
And it is not humanly possible for anybody to go and look for this gun. So that as he goes to the
Who is
scene.
testifying, Mr. Omar?
Okay, sorry.
The person on record.
Okay, I've heard him, my lady.
Yes. Let's hear from you.
Is it possible?
Yes.
Very well.
I can't write that about you.
Okay. Is it possible that the officers you deployed, considering the timelines, could plan to carry a gun to go and plant there?
My lady, the period of time was quite short. It was not on notice that such an incident would take place. Immediately, I was raised by the control room. I immediately sent them. And within a very short period of time, less than 5 minutes, they were already at the scene and these things had taken place. So in my opinion, it could be quite impossible to arrange the scene as it looks within that very short proximity of time, my lady.
Let's go still on the question of the gun. You got a report that there was a shootout.
Yes, my lady.
Look carefully of what you recovered. Did it resemble a gun?
It resembles, what I recovered resembles a gun.
It resembles a gun.
Yes, my lady.
What could be the human reaction to anybody shown that gun? A police officer shown that gun?
My lady, if anybody shows you this gun, you would believe that it's aiming at you. Actually, it will be aiming at you, and your reaction, if you are armed, you should shoot that person before he shoots you. Whoever reacts first would carry the day. That is it, my lady.
Police officers are not supposed to fear death.
True, we don't fear death, but I'd told...
Leave the discussion of death to your good selves, eh?
You don't like
No,
not.
let us come back to the case.
Yes.
What I have heard and written is that there was what was described as shootout.
Yes.
The police now.
Yes.
Now we are veering off from that evidence to what if. So I'm beginning to wonder, should I continue writing or should I stop?
I was only putting him
So
to
let's
relax.
roll that.
To
We
relax.
remain with what was examination in chief.
Very well.
All right.
What any other weapon did you pick from the ground?
We found a kitchen knife.
Very well. A kitchen knife.
Yes, my lady.
Are you able to identify it from the photos?
In photograph 1, it is not there. It is there in photograph 2. It is visible in photograph 3. In photograph 4 and 5 is not visible. In photograph 6, it is visible. In photograph 7, it is visible. In photograph 8, it is not visible. Photograph 9, it is visible. And in photograph 10, it is not visible. So,
Thank you. You talked also about spent bullets or cartridges.
yes, my lady, spent cartridges.
Could you identify them in the photos that depict those?
They are not captured in any of these photos.
Very well. Let me move go to the last point. Look at the body of the person dead. Had you known that person?
No, my lady, I didn't know the person.
You didn't know the person. Later, did you get to know who the person was?
I later heard that his name was Wycliffe Owuor, something like that.
Any information about him that you came to learn about later?
I came to learn about that this person was a criminal, and
You can qualify that?
I can qualify
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
The state wants to stand up, giving you time to explain that.
Yes, I understand that. I heard that he was involved in several robberies. Notable one was Nairobi West, the 72 million money heist.
I'm objecting because that is here and that he had.
No, when I stop writing, you ask yourself why I'm not writing. Opinions, anything you cannot vouch for. Or if you discuss somebody who cannot speak for himself, then I put my whatever down. That should tell you something is not okay.
To the best of your knowledge, do you know that the dead person was charged before Milimani court for having...
Now that's what your witness should be telling us.
That's I'm leading to that.
Let him say.
Yes.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, I know he had a pending case in Milimani Law Court.
Do you know the case number?
I know, my lady.
Do you know the facts of that case?
Partly.
You can give the court the benefit of what the particulars of the charge sheet read.
Partly that the person, while with others, went to Nairobi West and robbed. They injured a guard, and they broke into an ATM machine and did away with 72 million shillings. That's partly what I know. The case was being handled by the DCI Langata.
And the DPP charged you?
To the best of my knowledge, that is true, my lady.
Thank you. Let us ask the last question. You told there was IPOA that came to your office with the senior counsel.
Yes, my lady.
What specifically did you notice that made you uncomfortable with IPOA coming to your office? Or what was not normal?
One is that when they came, accompanied by the senior counsel, somebody had just sent me the X account of that counsel, and in that he took a video of him driving to the station, and the caption thereafter was that I am at Kayole police station in case I disappear. So having read through the X account of that counsel, and now the counsel is with me and with officers who are supposed to be ordinarily investigators, then I felt uncomfortable, my lady.
I leave it at that, my good brother, Mr. Matthew will proceed. Thanks, my lady.